Hey, hello, what's up, everybody? My name is 6Blade 9, and today we're going to be watching Hero of the Storm replay VOD where I discuss um, some of the Hero of the Storm characters. In this case, we're going to be discussing Medivh, and Medivh is one of those characters that is extremely difficult to play, and his skill cap is really high, and it takes a lot of time to like get used to him. However, he brings a lot of value to team fights, and yeah, that's his strength for the most part. He brings a lot of value to team fights, and also doing objectives. He's also very crucial when it comes to like securing objective. He can be very useful. Yeah, so those are some of his strengths. He's a support, and you guys know supports is a little bit difficult to play. People like Arbiter and stuff like that, they are a little bit difficult to play, like TOV and stuff. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing this. Here we don't have a bruiser. Our bruiser is Probius, pretty much like in a two-lane two-lane maps like this. In a two-lane map like this, Probius could serve as a bruiser. All you have to do is just have somebody sub one lane, and that's it right there. Also, there aren't like a lot of difficult camps on this map, so Probius and Taurus can be useful. And so, yeah. Anyways, we have Stukov. Stukov, as I said earlier, Stukov is a very strong character to have as a healer. It been Rhaegar and Stukov lately, the meta, pretty much. Um, every time I play a match where like you have to stand somewhere for a long time, or like there's like a brush and there are like chokeholds around there. I'm talking about like Guardian Terror or like Tomb of the Spider Queen. I always ban Stukov if he isn't banned like in the second ban phase. Like I always ban him. So I mean the first like there's ban one and then ban two. Like I usually ban you on the second turn if he doesn't get banned. Um, anyways, let's get this match started. On the blue team, there is Lucio, a very strong hero. Not for this map though. Like look at the walls; they are really far apart. So it's not really strong here, in my opinion. But they have Johanna pretty strong for this map. Johanna is really strong on this map. They have Artenis. This is a big open area, so he's also pretty strong. They have Vala. Vala attacks. It's really bugged. She can attack like miles away, so she's pretty good. They don't have a mage. They took Sylvanas here, which has like really strong push potential. But the thing is, we don't have objectives to like push with, so they have to like cap. Um, I don't know. I don't think she's that valuable here. She can steal towers and stuff, but this objective is, I mean, this map is more about the objective. You win by doing the objective than separating from your team. So yeah, I don't know what to pick her here, but anyways, she's serving as the mage, and we have Stitches, we have Probius. I'm here. We have Stukov, and then we have Ophia. So let's do this. All right, so Medivh, his default, like his passive, is a quest. I gotta go check on my stuff in the microwave. I'll be back. What's up, y'all? I am back. All right, Medivh passive is a quest. You have to land a couple of skill shops like 40 times without dying in order to get value out of them and stuff. Um, so that's one of the reason why he's really tough to play because he got that passive, and that means you have to play safely until you complete your quest, and then you can be aggressive. All right. I'm not even gonna eat right now, so it's fine. I cannot find my eating utensil. All right. So match starts. Probius gonna go up lane. I'm here trying to get vision and stuff. Really not that important right now, but I'm just doing what Medivh does, just walking around and just chilling. Anyways, in bot lane here. In bot lane here, there's a little bit of skirmish going on. And Probius is strong, but he's not strong early game, especially against Artenis. So as a support, my main goal is to support my allies. And if I feel like they need me, I'll show up and like support them. Right now, I'm not doing a lot of damage, and we are not doing a lot of damage. It's really low. Our level is really low, so we're not doing any damage. In the bot lane here, though, there's a very nice fight going on here. The Stitch is just landing his hook left and right, and yeah. All right, so I'm up here because there isn't like three lanes. If there was another lane, I'll probably be in a lane like trying to soak and stuff. Um, this is one of the problem of Medivh. He doesn't have a camp clear. He has wave clear, but it's like until 20, you can take the passive stuff. I know I can clear this. I'm using that portal so that I can get vision in the bush here, just in case somebody is trying to steal this for me. And I didn't sidestep this because it's like Medivh basic attack damage does nothing, right? I can sidestep like walk around it would, but it would just delay like how often I land my basic attack, and I won't be able to capture the camp that way. Anyways, I knew that I was safe, so I just did what I wanted to do and just got out of there. Here though, we have Artenis trying to get this turret here. The bosses have been picked up. Well, their boss been picked up. Ours is still here. We don't have a strong bruiser. Again, early on, Probia is not that strong, but later on he is. Um, Anyways, they're gonna push out their boss, and they're gonna get our towers down. And honestly, this matchup was kind of random. Like people picked random stuff, and that's how we got this overall setup. But it ended up working in the end because again, my Medivh is not that bad. But yeah, and the Orphea is pretty strong. She was really aggressive, and that allowed me to like stack up safely because she was being targeted most of the time. So that got the attention off of me, which allowed me to like get my quest and stuff like that. Anyways, problem number two with Medivh is his mana. Anyways, Medivh is I won't say he's a mage, but he's that character. He's a utility character, right? As a support, and so your mana really you have to keep your mana up. However, I didn't go for the talent at level 1. I didn't go for the talent for mana. I went for portal because sometimes like your ally will be in a spot where you really can't get down to like land a portal. So I prefer that talent just because it's a lot safer. Especially when you are playing a character that has to like get his quest complete to be useful. Kind of like Butcher, right? You don't want to like you want to get kills, but you don't want to be too aggro, because if you die, you actually get negative value out of the engage. So that's what I'm trying to do when I pick those talent. That's what I'm planning on. All right, so we're gonna safely poke here. This is one of the good thing about playing Proteus. You can like do stuff like this where like you draw aggro away from you with your turrets and stuff. And I'm trying to get my quest done here. But these guys are playing super safe. The Artenis is in top lane doing stuff. And we want to push this objective. And no contest. Nobody's contesting this, so anyways. Alright, so when you are playing Medivh, one of the crucial things to try to do, um, well, to keep in mind is that the entire map is open to you, right? Whenever you're playing Medivh, like the entire map is open to you, so you should try to take advantage of that. And one way to take advantage of that is to try to keep their attention split, right? Stuff like if you are in your bird form and you are moving behind the enemy and stuff like that, especially after you get your ultimate and stuff like that, they will be super wary, like they will be afraid, in a sense they'll be cautious in a sense. And if your allies are going super aggressive, they cannot really move forward because they know that you're going to be in a backline doing damage and stuff like that. So play it like the entire map, like every single space on this map is yours, right? If you're playing Medivh, like every single space is yours. So we able to get that pick there. Um, and unlike like super low elo, like these guys will actually use my portal when they need it. So don't be afraid to like use your portals. Um, and don't be angry if nobody use your portal. Just always do it. Always like put portals down to assist your ally. Eventually they will find a value in it and it will start to help you. Alright, we're able to get that gank down on the Artenis there. Massive slow coming out from the Johanna there. And we're just gonna back out here. We just got a kill. No need to stay in there. We just backed out. In the bot lane here, they're gonna try to get that boss. Stitch is gonna start this boss here. And I'm also gonna join him and do some damage here. Alright. Alright, so this is Probius doing some damage, pushing top lane, and then there's gonna be a boss here also. So this fort here is pretty much done for. In the bot lane here, there's a push going in. I ported back to get my mana. I'm gonna fly back here, and I knew an attack was going through the Stuka up there. I'm gonna give him some shield. And oh, massive! Oh my God! Look how far this guy's going. Oh my God, that's crazy. Alright, he got shoved all the way back into his spawn. He just gonna back out, and that fight is over, pretty much. Alright, there's an engage coming onto our Probius here. He got pinged. He gonna back out, and as Medivh, right, I'm gonna stay in my bird form, try to get full vision of where everybody is before I come down. There's an ult go on to the Sylvanas there in the back line. I noticed that Sylvanas is attacking our Probius, so I backed down and I was attacking her. Um, Good thing is we didn't fight here. There was gonna be like an entire wipe pretty much on our team, and I'm just supporting my allies here, trying to get them to just survive after the fight. After the fight. That was like a crazy fight. Um, yeah, that was a really crazy fight. Uh, in our back line, there was Sylvanas trying to kill the Proteus. We're not that beefy. Like apart from Stitches, right? So I think they know this, and most of the time they're gonna try to like get into our back line. And as a support, like you should know the strength and the weaknesses of your ally and the enemies, so that you can be, uh, you know, you can be useful to your team pretty much. All right, I noticed our tennis is kind of lonely here, so I'm gonna get down, get some attack in on him, and they came from our back line here. I'm gonna get a swipe on. Damage going to the Orphea there. She's gonna back out in the top of the map here. Our tennis got wiped, and I dropped my portal here, trying to get Stitches out of there. Orphea is pretty. It's in a lot of risks right now, but it's kind of like a debate. And Vala thinks she was gonna finish her. She got hooked, and she was taken out of there. I'm not gonna waste time like about these fights like before 16, because like they are like ARAMs. Most of the fights are like ARAMs. Past 16, like most of the fight as Medivh becomes like actual fights. Right. I just got my ultimate here. I went for Lay. I got it. Where is my whoops? Alright, something's happening down here. Alright, there's a fight going on here. And as you guys can see, the talent that I picked gives my ally shield and an untalented shield to the other guys. It's a very chaotic fight here, and Orphea is gonna get taken out. Ultimate going out here from the stitches. I put my portal there to help him out. We're gonna focus on the Sylvanas, get her kill. Nice silence there from the Stukov. We're able to get the Joanna down as well. In the top lane here, our tennis is pushing pretty hard. He been away from his. This is one of the things I was saying. Like this map is all about grouping up and getting objectives and like team fights and stuff. If you're away from your allies, yes, you can get forward whatsoever, but that doesn't mean like you will be getting enough value, and that doesn't mean that your team will be pushing forward. Right? It won't increase your chance of winning. Honestly. It's all about team fights and all about like the objective and stuff, playing around the objective. Our tennis is here. He tried to get away. I'm very, very low on mana. Our tennis are. This is one of the things I was talking about when I said our tennis is OP, right? You guys can see like he's pretty much dead right now, but he got like this beefy shield, and it's like so hard to kill him, right? This is one of the reasons why I put our tennis in S tier, because he's just that strong, right? He got that shield, and once you think you're about to kill him, he get another more shield, right? Look at that, bro. Like that was really tanky right there. Um, so we had to play super spaciously, right? That's why I pinged the Orphea to like get away a little bit, because we just had to wait for his shield to cool down. I mean to go on cooldown, and then we can kill him. Orphea is telling me to believe in her for some reason. Alright, pylons are coming down here. I'm also coming in from the top here. It's a massive ult going out from the Vala there. Ult coming out from the uh, hold up. I don't think that was an ult. Alright, an attack coming out from the Orphea here. As you guys could have seen, I used a shield to save, to mitigate a huge amount of damage onto my ally here. Let's go back. I hope the game doesn't crash when I seek back. That would really suck. Alright, so this is when I'm actually gonna stop pausing the video to like talk about Medivh. Okay, so there's a fight going on here, right? Big area, big like large space, right? This is why this map is all about team fights. because there are like so many space here. It's really hard. If you mess up, it's really hard to escape because it's just so much area, right, where you can get spotted and stuff like that, where you can actually get chased and stuff like that. So getting away is not that easy. All right, so fight starts off here. All right, our Orphea is pretty aggro, and she's getting punished. And you see, the problem here with this Lucio is that he went for unstoppable. He didn't go for sound barrier or whatsoever you call that stuff, right? So his team is pretty squishy, right? The only ultimate that I pick when I go Lucio is sound is the shield ultimate, right? I don't pick anything else. So he's making his allies unstoppable. Even though like Johanna is the one who's like really close. So that was a mistake on his part, and I'm gonna roast him because of it. All right, so I'm coming in here, right? I'm kind of late to the party. I drop a portal right next to my allies, just in case they gotta get away. This right here is a very difficult place to get out of. It's a very tight chokehold. There's a wall behind our tank, and then this place here. If you go down here, there's a fog of war. I think they can get away by going here, but yeah. So ultimate coming on to the stitches here. He's being controlled and stuff. And right, look at that damage. Right, going right onto the stitches and onto the entire team here pretty much. Right, this was a setup. Right, the Vala is ulting. If these guys got stunned here, um, Sylvanas would have actually rotate up a little bit and start doing damage, and Vala would have been safe. Uh, Stukov is gonna walk into the wall here, which gonna like take away vision from him. But Vada would have still been safe with the Lucio here and stuff like that. Joanna is unstoppable, which means she can be super aggressive right now. And as you guys can see, Probius doesn't have enough mana to keep fighting. So this is a very tough spot, and I basically just saved my entire team this team fight. And going to engage here. I'm attacking, trying to get my stack, and stuff. And that's the coolest thing about playing Medivh. You can be among the enemy team at any time, right? Like that. You sneak into them. Try to get my stack and stuff like that. Alright, in the bot lane here. Ooh! Dang, that boss could have one-shot at her. Alright, so Orphea is going to successfully, safely take that boss down. Drive a portal down here for the for Stukov. And all right, so this is why this ultimate is really important, and this is one of the team fight value stuff that I was talking about when you pick Medivh. You can save your allies with the portals. You can give them shield, and you can use stuff like this that pretty much take an entire team out of a team fight, and like it's just so much value, right? I don't know how much I can express this, how much I can talk about this, but Medivh, like he's really hard to play, but if you play him right, like you can be a disaster to go against. And yeah, so everybody got frozen, and we can safely regroup and stuff like that. I'm picking my allies to retreat here. I'm dropping portals, supporting them, giving them shield and everything. And I myself am playing pretty safe because this here, right, this engage here was not ours, right? This was a gang that is turning into a counter gang, right? So this team fight here is not ours, right? If this was a setup, like if like everybody like four guys got frozen, for example, and then one guy was like out of the CC, right? And we focus that person. That was gonna be our fight. That was gonna be our turnaround. But right now, this isn't our fight. So as a Medivh player, what you gotta do is play super safe because you don't want to chase them, right? You don't want to chase your allies and like be in the middle of the fight and get turned on and then get killed, right? You're gonna lose all your stacks, and that's not gonna be nice, right? So when you notice that a fight isn't yours, right? Play super safe, be cautious, support your allies, obviously give them shield, put your portal down, all that stuff. But if they are gonna die, they're gonna die. Like you really can't stop them. So That's one of the things you gotta keep in mind. All right, I'm gonna play safe here. Uh, how you call her? Sylvana is gonna get caught off here, and our ally Stukov got killed here. He was pretty low anyways, so I kind of like expected that to happen. So we lost two, and they lost one. Right. This is what I was saying. This is what's in our fight, and we're gonna start pushing this objective here. This here also is in our fight. We should be like very cautious, but the entire team is not here, and I don't know what they're doing right now. Lucy is pretty low on mana, so he's gonna back out. There's a fight going out here. Provia is almost there. He start ulting. His pylons are safe from being damaged, and yeah, I'm gonna sneak up here, trying to get vision and stuff, and pretty much also like, all right, so like your portal, you can also use your portal to get vision, right? You can like walk close to a bush, drop your portal into that bush to check to see if somebody is there and stuff, and yeah, so that's one of the things you can do with Medivh. Anyways, boss just spawned for them, and they're gonna be pushing the objective. My entire team is displaced right now, like everybody is all over the map. Um, and I'm trying to get my stack here, but these guys are pretty strong, so I gotta be careful. I can get control here by the Sylvanas, so that's one of the things I gotta keep in mind when I'm going to them. Anyways, I'm just gonna fly over these guys, get my allies vision, and I'm always trying to keep all five of them in my sight. All five of them in my sight, and yeah. All right. Okay, so fight starts off right here with a very decent hook from the stitches there. Um, my entire allies got pulled together, but this is one of the coolest thing about playing Johanna too, right? You can like group an entire like the entire team on your enemy side, like you can group everybody together, and which increases your chance of like you going like running it down pretty much, like just blasting everybody hit point and stuff. If you have like a burst team, right, playing a Johanna is pretty like it kind of like add like 50% buff to your entire team, just because of the fact that she can group everybody and she can like do this massive slow, right? So the entire team here got slowed, even though it kind of like looks like we were going. I mean, they were going to die. We were the actually. I mean, actually, we were the one who were going to die in this case, because there's an ultimate going out here from the Sylvanas, which me our healer. Who's our healer? I mean our Orphea here is going. Our main DPS here is going to get cut off, and once she's there, like all of these guys here are doing PP damage, and Probius balance is here, but it really won't get any value honestly. Like there are like so many people to get targeted by the turrets, so yeah. So when this happened, right, I alter immediately, and this froze like everybody in place, which allowed my allies to regroup. And it turns out we were doing decent damage coming out here. After that freeze, I dropped my portal in the middle here, just in case my allies have to regroup. In this case, I mean, in this at this instant right now, like everybody is split up, and it looks like these guys are backing out. They are like super low on hit point, and there's an ult coming out here from the Artenis, and Stitches used my portal, allowing him to get behind the enemies here. And Stitches, the coolest thing about playing Stitches is like he has a massive slow, and his ult. This guy actually went the fart ult, which means like he can slow the entire team if he ult right now. And let's see what happens. All right, ultimate going on to the Stitches there. Uh, Wow, there's so many stuff happening right now. I'm gonna give my Stitches some shield here. Lucio came back to heal his ally, but he got cut off. and I'm just gonna mount up and start flying around again. So the entire team just got erased right there, and we're getting this. We need 3 people for this to move faster though. But at this point, it really doesn't matter because like all of them are dead pretty much. All right, so there's the Torah here. My allies. This guy was texting way too much this entire game, and he actually forgot the Torah, so I had to go for it. Blue team is gonna try to secure this. They don't really want to be here. It's a very sticky point to be at. And as you guys can see, right, whenever a team fight is starting, I'm always like trying to get behind them. First off, because my ultimate can stun the entire team, like can put everybody in stasis, in a sense. And so I'm doing this like making them panic in a sense, like making them more cautious, which allows my ally to be a little bit aggressive during team fights. Want to gain it back here. Stitches got a decent hook onto the Sylvanas there. Immediately, I knew they were going to save the allies, so I ult them. In our back line here, Johanna is engaging. She's grouping everybody up, massive slow on them. I'm going to sidestep here, trying to get away from the Lucio here while I attack the Johanna. I'm going to use my shield onto my allies just to mitigate some of the damage coming in from the Vala there. And in the back line here, Probius is doing Probius stuff. I'm going to attack the Johanna. There's nowhere for her to go. I'm going to execute her. An ultimate is coming out here from the Artenis, but it's going to be on the Stitches. I think he's ulting Stitches because Stitches move a little bit slower. I don't know though, but because like there's one of his abilities at level 1 that actually allows him to move fast. Alright, he didn't take it. Right, I think it's like the first talent that makes him to move. The first or the second? I don't know. Maybe it's probably like the first talent that allows him to move fast. Anyways, I think that's the reason why he's like ulting this guy. Also, like to land his hook, Stitches have to be a little bit stationary. So I really won't like I'm not really like advocating for this ult for this type of ult. I think it would have gotten a lot more value by like ulting the Stukov or something like that. But it is what it is. This entire match was going south, so they probably like had like they probably weren't in the mood to play pretty much. So I'm gonna be attacking them here, trying to get my stack. I'm gonna shoot my allies. I'm super low here. I'm gonna drop portal, mount up. Lucio trying to escape, but he's gonna die. So this is one of the thing I was talking about when I say Medivh contributes to team fights in a massive way. Um, and on other maps, when you use Medivh's ult, it kind of like it put everybody in stasis, and it kind of like erase them from the map. So you can like steal bosses by like doing that by using your ult. And yeah, that's it. Anyways, let's let this roll, the clip roll. Believe in Probius. Okay. All right. So this is the stats that the abilities that I went for. Um, at level 20, you want to go for either the stealth talent, the active stealth stuff that can like allow you to like save your allies pretty much. It's kind of like Brightwing ability, right? You kind of like give your allies stealth for a little bit of time. and you can like use that to do ambush and stuff, or you go for the one-shot and minion ability. Right, there's a talent here that allows you to like one-shot minions and stuff like that. So as you guys can see, I go for portal mastery. Medivh can manually place both portal location, and it's no longer it no longer breaks raven form, so you can stay as a bird and like use your portals. This here is for safety. So yeah. All right, here there's Raven Familiar. Basically, if somebody use my portal, the Raven will die. Or so when you use your portal, there's a Raven Familiar that will follow you around. The Raven will dive at the ally's next basic attack against a hero within 5 seconds, dealing 250 damage and slowing them. Medivh attacks actually slow enemies. So if you are using a portal and like everybody else is also using a portal, that's like that's like 4 men in addition to increase the slow, and that's 30% slow for 2.5 seconds. That's a huge time, right? Slows are usually like 0.5 or 1 second or 2 sec. I mean, no, not 2 seconds, like zero point 0.5 or zero point 0.8 or something like that. 2.5 is a huge amount of CC duration. All right, here we have arcane explosion. When force of will expire, it deals 150. I mean 27. I'm 75. Oh my god. 175 damage to nearby enemies, plus 50% of the damage is it prevented, up to 691. We already hit level 20, so this number here is kind of high. It's a bit lower, the lower the level you go, but anyways, the maximum stack is pretty high in my opinion. 691 additional damage, like that's crazy, up to 691. So the reason why I take this is because I'm gonna take this talent here, which mean that you can double this, because like each individual shield, right? You can like not double, like I think triple, no, like quadruple pretty much. Um, because like when you put a shield on an ally and then there's another ally next to that person, you add another untalented shield to that person. So if like that, I think that if there's like 4 guys close to each other, you can actually shield everybody. So yeah, so that means like once the shield expire, you will be doing like this amount of damage, times 4 or times 3 or times 2 to the enemy. So that's insane. That's a lot of damage. So if you get zerked by like Johanna and like and Artenis, and like if a Vala is like a bad Vala player, she will usually be like super close to you. So if you get zerked by somebody like her and she's doing like massive damage, she can pretty much kill herself. If I use this shield on her, on my ally. Leyline seal. This here, unleash a wave of energy that places enemy heroes in time stop for 3 seconds. That's a very long time, right? 2 seconds is enough of a CC duration, but now you have a massive CC that lasts 3 seconds. That's a very long time. And then next thing here is I already explained this, right? Force of will also apply to allies near the target, but its cooldown is increased by 2 seconds. I think this is fine because like again Medivh, like his mana, like he loses mana pretty fast. So if you are using a shield that can like support 2 people at a time or like 3 people at a time, I think you've done your part at that point. So yeah, the cooldown doesn't matter. All right, temporal flux. Basic attack reduces Medivh heroic ability cooldown by 3%. Each enemy hit by Arcane Rift reduces Medivh heroic cooldown by 9%, right? So that's like 12% of cooldown, right? If you hit if you hit like one person, that's 9. If you hit two people, right, 9 times 2, 18, right? So right, so you can like get a massive amount of cooldowns out of your arcane rift. I mean, yeah, arcane rift. That's what I call it. And yeah, at level 20, again, you want to take either the minion killer or the stealth one, because later on doing a match, death timers are very very like crucial to avoid, because like that at that point, like everybody is like super decked out in DPS, so you want to keep your allies alive, and taking stealth, which basically makes your allies untargetable for like 2.5 seconds, right? That's gonna make a huge difference, right? So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. This here was a very interesting match. Um, Everybody did our best to win, so that's how we ended up winning. Normally that comp probably won't work, so don't try this at home. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.